This disease was sort of a big surprise to the marine biology community on this coast. From Alaska all the way to Mexico, it affected 20-some species, and the numbers of sea stars that were lost, it was just monumental. The disease is called wasting disease because the sea stars waste away. So they start with just little lesions on their skin that look like little wounds, and then eventually their arms fall off, and then the rest of their body just starts to decompose. The effects in Southern California were dramatic, and the reductions were, up to 99%. And in British Columbia, it was a little more hit or miss. And some places went from 1,000 sea stars down to 1, and other sites, you wouldn't necessarily know that anything had happened. So it's much more patchy up further north. It's often the case with these big outbreaks is they sweep through a population and then they kind of go away. That is not true for this particular outbreak, because we can still find 6 sea stars right now, even though we're coming up on 5 years after the original observations. What are the impacts going to be ecologically? We predict we'll see more mussels, because that's what these sea stars eat. We predict that those mussels will start to overgrow some of the other species that are trying to live on the same bit of rock. Other species of sea star, particularly the big sunflower stars, which live in deeper water, we already have documented impacts of losing them from places like Howe Sound, just around the corner from downtown Vancouver. They eat a lot of sea urchins, and with the disease, the sunflower stars are almost completely gone. The sea urchins are very happy. There's a lot more of them now. So we see this cascade of effects from the removal of this one species caused by disease. The good news is there are lots and lots of baby sea stars around, at least in some places. It's not everywhere. With cautious optimism, I would suggest that some places the populations are coming back, and that does seem to be true in the Vancouver area and British Columbia more broadly.